following program on Adaverna 24 is classified for general audience. It is intended for all ages. It contains little or no violence, no strong language, and little or no sexual dialogue or situations.
Good evening, and you're joining us on another episode on Business Best, and this is a platform where we showcase the best in the business, and we will be introducing to you people who have excelled in their particular field in order to showcase their latest developments in their respective industries. Now, before we get into our program, I want to ask you a question. How many troubles have you faced in order to choose a gift for someone, maybe your friends or family, when it comes to birthdays or anniversaries? Well, today on the show, we're going to talk about a business that has made our lives easier with that. So with that introduction, I would like you to be introduced to Sachin Wickramasinghe, who is the CEO and co-founder of Thyaga. Thank you, Sachin, for taking the time to join me on the show today.
Thank you very much, Shinali, for having me.
All right, Sachin, to start off with, I want to know what exactly Thyaga is. Now, I did my research on it, and for me, it has been very convenient, and I'm pretty sure that I'm going to be using this application a lot. So tell our community also, the viewers who are watching, what Thyaga is.
Yes. Yeah, before I move on to that, can I ask you a small question, if I may?
Yes.
Yeah? So out of all of the gifts that you have received so far in life, how happy are you about them in a scale of 1 to 10?
That actually, it depends on the gift, but overall I would give it a 6 out of 10?
Yes, that is what we are there for. We as a company are there to make gifts, make everyone happy with our gifts, right? So this is a platform that has 100+ merchants packed into it, so that a receiver of our gift voucher can go and spend the gift voucher across all of these 110+ merchants right now, and they can go and spend it even partially. So that is the beauty of it. So let's say, for an example, if I gave you a 10,000 rupee gift voucher, right? Who knows, I might, right? So and so with this 10,000 rupees, you can even use it at one of our leading clothing stores, and the remainder you can go and have a coffee, and with the remainder you can go and watch a movie. So likewise, you can do a lot of things that with a traditional gift voucher you weren't able to do, or with a traditional gift, when comparing to a traditional gift, you would be much more happier with Thyaga. That is why we are there.
You're telling me that this voucher is a multi-purpose voucher where you can use it anywhere.
Yes.
That's amazing. So why did you want to come up with this idea?
Yeah, so it goes back to around 2019. And so even before 2019, from my childhood, I wanted to build things. And most of these things that I built were utterly useless back then, right? But then, yeah, with time, I happened to be a software engineer and used to go to these ideathons, hackathons, and win them. So there was the knack for building things and doing things for the country as well. So suddenly in 2019, when I was a software engineer, I received this gift voucher for a Secret Santa event. And I happened to think, so why can't I use this gift voucher? It was from a particular leading clothing store. And I start thinking, why can't I use this gift voucher for what I really want to do? So why can't I go and have it as a use it at a cafe, or why can't I use it at a grocery store? So that was the seed point. Even though I had thought of 101 ideas by that time, this idea, for some reason, I knew I wanted to do it. So I started working on it on the same day, and we made a small team, and ever since then we've grown to about 110+ merchants right now, serving so many customers.
Okay, yes. So when exactly did you start this business?
We started in 2020 December.
Okay, so when you started, okay, tell me what our customers can do in order to get this voucher.
Yes, so someone can go to thyaga.lk and simply buy a voucher. You just have to enter the receiver's details, the mobile number, and the name. Or if you want to send it via email, you can enter the email address. Or if you want us to send a nice looking physical gift card to your receiver, you can give us the address and we will courier it to them.
So this is completely online.
You can buy online, but now we are gradually moving into physical stores as well, where we have found some retailers who can retail our gift vouchers at different locations. We are trying that out in Colombo at the moment.
Okay. Now, do you have any prototypes for this? Because I know this product is kind of available internationally, not locally. I have not come across this product. So how do you find people reacting to it, and what was the response you received so far?
Yeah, to answer the first question about prototypes, we are the only people doing it in the country right now. And so how people have responded to it is it has been quite good. So it has been like very good, where we have seen, like, say, companies, individuals, actually tens of thousands of individuals, we have been able to make their gifting better. So this is a two-way thing when it comes to gifting. So it's not only the customer, it's the end party, the user or the receiver of the gift as well. They also have to be satisfied, right? And the merchants, another key stakeholder of the platform, they have to be satisfied. And we do a lot of corporate sales as well. So our clients, corporate clients, have to be satisfied. So it's like an array of diverse stakeholders, and we've had a really good response so far.
Okay, now we've been talking about the customer's point of view. When coming to the merchants, like, there must be some businesses also who think that this product is very interesting and they might want to enroll with you. So what's the pathway available for them to reach out to you?
Yes, so currently you can reach out to our hotline, and then our merchant acquisition team will contact them. After that, it's quite straightforward. We would take in the normal documents that normally a bank and normally business partnerships require, documents like the business registration, documents like a bank statement copy. So that after that we have a standard agreement, and thereafter you can come on board with the platform.
Okay, when you initially started Thyaga, what was the main challenge that you faced? Because now you said that you've enrolled with over 110 merchants. So when you started, how did you enroll? Like, how many merchants did you have at first?
At the launch itself, we had 40 merchants in the platform. So yeah, we are quite thankful to them, because without a business ongoing, they came onto the platform having hopes on us, believing in us, believing in the product. So yeah, so the first challenge was to actually get the first set of merchants, because this was a novel idea. No one had ever actually heard of this in Sri Lanka. So at that point we had to go and explain the whole idea to them, and some of them said yes, some of them said no. So but right now, looking back, we see a really good progress with the merchants who have come on board. We are really happy that some of the merchants are actually MSMEs and SMEs, and so some of these merchants, or like some of these businesses, they did not have gift vouchers of their own. So we provided the gift voucher facility for them, and they've been able to benefit from it vastly. So they've been, like, say, we let them focus on their core business while we take care of the gifting angle of it. So they've been able to get that benefit. And when it comes to the larger businesses as well, so we've been able to bring them new segments of customers, bring them like millions in revenue. So they've benefited so far.
All right, Sachin. So we have more to discuss, but before that, we have to go into a short commercial break. You're watching Business Best, and we'll be back soon. Welcome back to Business Best, and we are in discussion with Sachin Wickramasinghe, who is the co-founder and CEO of Thyaga. Sachin, you told us what Thyaga is all about and what the benefits that, you know, what we can gain, the convenience we have with purchasing this voucher as well. We left off before we went to the break about how you managed to get merchants in the first place, but now you have hundreds of merchants. So was it easy for you to get all of them on board, because there's a certain amount of trust that needs to happen between both parties? Did you face any challenges in that?
Yes, the first set of getting the first set of merchants on board was challenging at first. They say the first call is the hardest, and the first partnership was actually the hardest. So after that, we found out that like we actually bring in some substance for the merchants. We have a solid value proposition for them. So that gave us the confidence. Okay, we'll go and talk to more merchants, and we'll get them on board. So, but this is all easy to say, like, so we can talk about going and talking to merchants and getting them on board, trying to get them on board. It doesn't actually work like that in the real scenario. That is one. Because you need a lot of perseverance, you need a lot of effort to go and get these merchants until actually at least you come to some stage, and until some of the merchants at least will come and reach out to you and try to get on board to the platform. We are actually in that stage right now where people do reach out to get on board, but it has actually been tough. We've put a lot of effort to build our merchant base, because we not only work with the smallest merchants, right? We work with conglomerates, we work with billion rupee companies as well. We work with some of the leading retail fashion chains, retail supermarkets, hospitals, so like that. So not only acquiring merchants, but maintaining the relationship and managing the merchants is also challenging, Shenali, because various merchants, they target to different segments, right? And when you're doing a platform, that means you need to bring in value to all of these merchants who cater to different segments, right? So that's where most of the struggle will be, and that's where we try to be experts in. And right now we are actually like we consider ourselves as experts right now, because with our current set of merchants, we are somewhat having a really good relationship, and we have even companies reaching out to manage merchants for them. So yeah, so it's like
okay, that. So what are the clear-cut benefits that the merchants can obtain by partnering with Thyaga?
So the clear-cut benefits for the merchants is the amount of business that we bring in, the amount of exposure that we bring for them. Because we work with, like I said, we work with MSMEs and billion rupee companies as well. So we bring in millions of business to them, and we let them take care of their core business while we bring them into a whole new arena of gifting, the gifting arena. We take care of them in the gifting arena. So we go and sell this product, Thyaga, through which they'll get customers, right? So that is one. And while through our product, they can also get a lot of new customer segments that if they were to approach on their own, it would be like very costly, and it would take a lot of effort. So that's how we actually benefit them.
Okay, so what are the benefits that a customer will obtain by getting your voucher?
Yes, good question. So they'll be satisfied that they gave a good gift, because if I give a Thyaga voucher to you, I know that you are satisfied because you have 110 plus choices compared to a traditional gift voucher, or compared to a t-shirt, or compared to a piece of clothing that I can give you which might not even fit you, right? So I've always I can always have that satisfaction that you'll be happy with it.
Oh, that's amazing. So now when you started Thyaga, now this is considerably a new product here in Sri Lanka. So were people okay with, how did they adapt to it? Like when you first started, were people approaching you?
Yes. Yeah, so yes and no. So some people did approach, and of course it takes time to build the brand credibility, yes, and to have that market exposure. You can't do anything overnight, especially in Sri Lanka, right? It takes time, and we launched amidst COVID, right? And then the economic crisis, right? So so what actually happened was we actually launched as a retail brand, right? And then we were trying to get retail customers and all of that, and then we realized, okay, there is a corporate demand for that also, and now we are both corporate and retail in Thyaga. So yeah, people did approach, and we maintained really good relationships with them. And one of the key points that I would like to highlight is when you are a startup, and what we did with Tyaga was that we actually went the extra mile to take care of our customer, because the first set of customers is where you get the most of feedback, right? There's a popular saying in this building businesses in the whole ecosystem which says get out of your building, right? So get out of your building means you go to the customer and you understand what the customer is actually facing, how the customer is actually using your product, right? So either you use the product, or either you talk to the customers and you understand how they actually, what are the actual problems that they face. So we went that extra mile, and me and my team will always go that extra mile to listen to the customer, understand what the problems or what improvements they want in Tyaga, and always will try to do them.
So now, since this is a relatively new product, how did you create that sense of reliability?
Reliability is not something you can build overnight, Shanali. So it takes in my view at least, it takes a whole holistic view about it. So we need to see how we can build the whole ecosystem to build a reliable product and a reliable brand. So starting with the product, it should be reliable, right? It should be reliable, and we should take all of the actions that we could to build the infrastructure, the IT, and all of the platforms. It might be costly, but we will still have to do it, right? And then the team. You need to have a customer first, like a customer first team who would go the extra mile and who would do things to make the customer satisfied and happy. And then, of course, you need to build that the product has to be customer centric as well. So you can't just have some product and let the customers, like, get the customers to use it. So you need to, like I said, you need to see how the customers would use it, and you need to build it in that way so that it's convenient for them. So over time, we've been very consistent in our customer care, how we talk to customers, and all of the experience. So in our case, in Tyaga, we are not building just a tech platform. This is in our view, the Tyaga product is an experience. It's a gifting experience. For you, when you go to Tyaga and buy, you're having that experience, and that's what we should be marketing. That is the experience for you has to be good. That is our end goal. And experience for the receiver of the gift as well. That also has to be good. So, and the merchant as well. So when you look at it from that angle, when you try to make that experience better for everyone, I think you can have a reliable platform or a reliable business.
All right, Sachin. Now, something that you mentioned earlier was that your gift vouchers can be customized. How can a gift voucher be customized? Can you explain a little bit on that?
Yes, I know this is something new, and yeah, I wish I had a voucher to show you at this time. So we are one of the, like, even if you go to Tyaga.lk and then see the amount of customizations that we have done for various occasions. So even for newborns, we have a separate card. Even for graduates, we have a separate card. So gift vouchers is not seen as something that is very, like, personal to give, right? Because gift vouchers are quite generic. If you go to a retail shop and buy a gift voucher, everyone gets the same gift voucher, right? For be it a wedding, be it a birthday, farewell, everything is the same gift voucher. But we went a little bit beyond that, because as a brand, we realized that we need to make it personalized. We need to, as a gifting brand, we need to do that. So that's why we've designed different vouchers for different occasions, and even for, like, corporates, we co-brand it. And even as a retail customer, if you request it, we will consider doing a co-brand, like a customized card for you. So that's what we, like I said, the experience of the receiver has to be so good that when they see the customized card, if that is from their company, oh, my company has done a customized card for me, or my friend has done a customized card for me. So that is the experience that we want the receiver to have.
That's amazing. So this voucher, it can be either an e-voucher or a physical voucher as well.
Yes.
Okay, so I think we are coming to the end of our program as well. But before we end, a question that most customers would have, like after purchasing the voucher, the security of it, just in case if they go to a retail store or something, that there's some sort of problem with it. So who do we hold accountable for? Is it the merchant or do they contact Thiaga?
Good question, Shanali. So there are, even though they might not be in the same space, there are so many tech platforms that are intermediaries in working with merchants and customers, right? So as in a normal tech platform, if something is wrong with the tech, you would always be accountable for that. There is a separate customer care sector to check on that, and then we will always take action to it. So far nothing has gone wrong in a major way, right? But working on tech, we always hear, like in different sectors, in different tech can sometimes fail. So if that happens, and if it happens with Thiaga, we will always be accountable for it.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you, Sachin, for your time. Well, this is all the time we have on the show as well. And I believe this product is very useful, especially for me. It's very hectic for me to go shopping for people and, you know, especially to buy gifts. So I think this is all in one. So thank you for bringing this product also, and wish you all the very best.
Thank you very much, Shanali.
And that was our episode on Business Best. We will be back again next week with another product or service that would interest you. Just in case you couldn't catch us on there, you can always rewatch by visiting our YouTube channel, youtube.com/AdaDerana English. I'm Suzanne Shanali. Stay safe and have a good night.